every youth, at least at the age of 30, you should be able to hold $1 million. If you don't, then you are wasting your life.
If you spend time with valuable people, you will learn that life is not a race. Everybody has a turn around the clock. It will surely get to your time. And you will enjoy all the benefits that the universe has in store for you if you just give it time.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Surface podcast. My name is Enoch and I'm your host for today. On today's episode, we'll be talking about self-identity and self-perception. And to do this with me is our amazing guest. He's a regular on our show, Donna, to help me discuss this. Donna, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Enoch.
All right, great. So let's get into the topic for today. We are talking about self-identity and self-perception. But let me ask this. What's that one thing you've learned about yourself that surprised you?
I've learned that I can be emotional.
Okay. And it's something you had not discovered about yourself previously?
Yes, previously I used to be the kind of person that if you do something to me, I would leave the scene and go and find somewhere and sit and sob my life away.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so just recently, about 4 years ago, I started to heal from that lifestyle.
Okay.
I had to go through rigorous healing for myself, my personal development. And I rediscovered a lot of things about myself, and that's one of them.
Okay.
So I learned that I can be emotional and it is okay. I can be emotional at certain places and it's okay. I can be emotional around certain people and it's okay. And I also learned that I don't have to feel guilty about my emotions.
Wow.
Before, if I'm expressing myself, I'll feel so terrible about it before I'm able to even just go through that emotion.
Yeah.
But now I allow myself to feel whatever I'm feeling at that set point in time.
All right. Now that's very great. Let me ask this. Is it everyone that knows who he or she is? Is it something that, okay, I'm the person, is how can I not know who I am? Is it something that everyone knows who he or she is?
I think you're talking about self-identity.
Yeah.
It's important to know who you are. And before you can know who you are, you need to do some digging into yourself.
Okay.
To know that, this is how I talk, this is how I relate with people. And these kinds of people are the people in my immediate circle and maybe my outer circle or something. And then you'll be able to understand yourself in relation to them.
Yeah.
And then in return, you can even start to understand who they also are so that it will help you to coexist with them.
Okay. But why is it very important?
I believe if you are not aware of yourself, you become prey to a lot of things.
Okay.
People can disregard your personality. You can take you for granted. People can walk over you, talk to you anyhow.
Okay.
But if you have that self-awareness of who you are and you stand firmly with that, you'll be able to put yourself in a room full of opportunities and you grab most of them. Yeah.
Would you say that due to people's inability to get to know who they are is the reason why sometimes we do self-comparison? Because sometimes you look at yourself and we all do that. Sometimes you look at yourself, you look at others, you look at your friends and you be like, okay, I feel like this person is better than me. I feel like this person is way ahead of me. Is it because we don't know who we are and we don't know what truly, we possess? Is that the reason why we sometimes do a lot of self-comparison?
I think, yeah, that's correct. If you're somebody who isn't aware of who you are, you end up nagging, complaining, crying over every little situation when you really don't need to. Okay. There are certain situations where you probably just need to analyze But because you are not aware of yourself and who you are, what you stand for, you just end up throwing your emotions all over
the place. Yeah.
Yeah, and missing out on a lot of things that could have gone right for you in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, there's this misconception out there we want to tackle in our next session, is that there's this thing that people feel, especially social media, gives us the impression. You watch TikTok or no social media platform. There are people that have their marriages out there. They tell you, they show you their everyday life. And it makes you feel like everyone has it, going for them. Everyone has their life sorted out. You look at your life and you look at your marriage and you look at other people's marriage, the way they play around and everything, and you feel like everyone has it all together, and I don't.
I think it's human. It's just human to sometimes feel that, but you should feel it for only a little bit.
Okay.
If you allow it to consume you, then you now start to become a better person.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of, let's say, looking at others and using that to set examples for yourself and like set goals for yourself and all that.
Yeah.
You rather be becoming envious of them and the things that they have or possess, and then I have done it before.
but again, coming back to the kind of picture, because I mean in this time we've seen how social media has influenced a lot of our values and a lot of the things that we do. Because you see, again, on this subject, you see people putting out a certain picture that, oh Charlie, my marriage, I have the perfect marriage, I have the perfect relationship, I have the perfect job. Social media kind of give you that kind of vibe about certain people. Is that a reality, or is that just an assumption out there? Or social media is showing you just a part of what you want to see, or that's actually what it is?
It probably could be an assumption, but also maybe some people actually getting it perfect, and we are not aware. They are not spilling the.
Not everyone showing it out there is actually showing the good parts. Yeah.
But I don't believe everything on this planet is perfect.
Okay.
I mean, the only perfection is God. And in Him, everything can be made perfect. But as human beings, that we have flaws.
Yeah.
You cannot be in a relationship involving 2 or more people and it will be perfect. No, definitely. Out of the 365 days, probably 1 or 2 of the days won't be perfect. So I don't think there's anything perfect in this world.
There's nothing like perfection.
There's nothing like perfection. You can work your way to perfection.
Okay.
Yes, you can work your way to perfection, but you might not have it perfect.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to go through some kind of struggles.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean the people you see on social media that are putting up a certain kind of picture are better than you are.
You don't know their lifestyles behind the cameras.
Yeah.
Or off the cameras. You don't know that. Probably they are letting you see the perfection when the cameras are on.
Yeah.
Yes. So behind the scenes, you don't know how the person talks to his wife or her husband or her boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah.
You are just on your phone scrolling and so excited to see them. But you really don't know what's going on. You can only pray and hope for positive things for yours.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't ride on that to say that they are perfect.
In our generation today, that people look at other people, okay, you are married or whatever, you look at other people's life and you want to juxtapose it to your life, and you realize that, no, I feel like, Charlie, I'm not doing so much. I mean, it's okay. It depends on, like you say, it depends on how you interpret that. It's either that thing gives you a motivation to do better, or it's the negatively, it gets you to question yourself, ask yourself all kinds of questions and make you feel like, actually, maybe I'm when you think, but you need to interpret it as sort of inspiration.
Yes.
If you like,
yes,
for you to do better. But again, like you say, you also need to understand that not everything that we see on social media is what it is.
Exactly.
People, because I remember there was this TikToker on that I used to follow. She's not in the country, that I used to follow, and they had a very perfect marriage. Of course, we all saw it, Then all of a sudden, I've forgotten the name of that. All of a sudden, she issued a communique saying that she and her husband had decided to go their separate way. And it came, you read through the comment,
Everybody was shocked.
As a shock, because they had a very perfect, and when you read the statement she issued, you realize that she kept insisting that they didn't agree with so many things. And that really surprised me, because I mean, the videos I watch every day of these two people together, you realize that these are people that really understand each other. Like, they are the perfect example of a perfect couple. But only for the lady to say that we're not agreeing on so many things, and so we decided that we're going to go separate ways. So it then bears the point that not everything we see and not every picture painted out there is what it is.
Yes.
So if you try to compare and use the comparison to sort of tell people that this is how I want mine to go, because I've seen it, this is how I want mine to go, then it becomes a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people are struggling with that, because most of these people have become sort of like influencers, and people are looking up to them.
Yeah.
So once you put out your relationship or your family or something out there and make it seem as all perfect, then everybody starts to look up to you. Oh, I wish to have a family like this.
Yeah.
I wish to have a union like this or something. And you should just try to sieve out the best and see which one to actually put in your energy, and then leave out the rest that don't seem perfect.
That's true. Let's as we're talking about social media, let's do a little bit on this whole social media and its impact on our lives as youth. Because I've seen, especially, you get people who break their videos and try to how I made it. I'm 23 years and I have this, I have that. I saw a caption of a guy who says at the age of 30 you're supposed to get $1 million. Yes, at the age of 30.
He's putting that pressure on himself.
Yeah, that he has been able.
Oh, he's been able?
Yes, he's been able to get $1 million at the age of 30.
Good for him.
And he's saying that every youth should be able, and he has like millions of people following him. And he says that every youth, at least at the age of 30, you should be able to hold $1 million. If you are not having $1 million, it's very easy. Then he emphasized on the point that it's very easy to do that. It's and you need to. If you don't, then you are wasting your life. Very harsh words. You are wasting your life. Then you see something like that as a young man, like myself, and you see something like that.
That's unnecessary pressure.
You understand? Without even knowing what got him whatever he got. You understand? And I feel like that thing goes to this thing to put some kind of, like you're saying, an unnecessary pressure on us, and even gets us to get involved in other things so we can have the life that people are having. And also where we see someone who probably has worked for years, right, and is now enjoying the benefits of whatever he's done over the period, living a certain life. You just started life
and you want to fly,
and it's like I want to have the kind of life that this person is having.
People crawled, people walked, and you just want to fly and get there. You won't be able to get there.
And so I guess the question is, how do we as youth, taking into consideration our self-identity and getting to know who we are, how do we maneuver through this, right, with the social media pressure, if you like it, coming, and with all kinds of assumptions out there pushing you, all these things coming together, pushing you, and you also, knowing who you are? How do we get through this?
If you don't know who you are, that's when that pressure will get to you, and you start to do things that you are not supposed to. You start to feel emotions you are not supposed to feel, and you in turn even exert it on people around you that are not supposed to exert on. And it's a very serious thing going on in our society right now. Almost everybody owns an iPhone now. Almost everybody wants to have a MacBook, an Apple Watch, and all the good things are in life for us to enjoy. Yes, but that doesn't mean you lose yourself getting those good things. if you do that, you are not aware of yourself.
Yeah.
It means you don't have an identity as a person.
Yeah.
And so anything can just sway you away. When the waves go this way, you go. When it comes this way, you come. That's not a good look. Yeah. So if you spend time with valuable people, you will learn that life is not a race. Everybody has a turn around the clock.
Yeah.
It will surely get to your turn.
Yeah.
It will surely get to your time.
Yeah.
And you will enjoy all the benefits that the universe has in store for you.
Yeah.
If you just give it time. Yeah.
But the issue is how to give it time for most people.
So patience.
That's
Patience.
that's
A lot
the
of people lack patience.
That's a subject I want us to.
And patience is very difficult to
Very.
to experience.
The
Patience.
patience thing is to wait. Yeah.
It's really difficult. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So when you are in your trying times, I think if you talk to somebody about and not keep quiet, you'll be able to go through your waiting period.
Yeah.
Not, I won't say comfortably, but semi-comfortably, you'll be able to go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a good point, because I think that for most of us as youth, and most of our audience are youth, so for most of us, our greatest weakness is how to wait for it, because it's like we want things very quick. We want to drive the most expensive car very quick. We want to get the best job very quick.
And we are not spending time with now the whole society is like full of youth.
Yeah.
Everybody's friend is a young person.
Yeah.
You will not find one young person who has an older or elder as their friend. It's rare to find situations like that.
Yeah.
And so back in the day when you used to spend time with your grandma, your grandpa, and they'll be telling you things about life and those things, you rarely find those things happening now. Now most of the grandmas are like 50 years, 60. So they're not really grandmas to tell you that I walked 10 miles to go to school.
Yeah.
Or I had to go and fetch water at some far distance before I come back home, dress up and go to school. We don't get those things anymore. And it's sad, but there's nothing we can do. Society is evolving, so we also have to evolve.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean we have to throw away our values that we could have held to go through life with. I believe there should be one older person in your family, somewhere. Even if your immediate family are not finding anybody, somebody, maybe your neighbor or something, talk to somebody older than you.
Yeah.
If everything is overwhelming for you, life is so difficult and drowning that you can't come out of, find somebody older than you to talk to.
Yeah.
If you're able to open up to tell the person, I'm 29, or I don't have a good phone that I'm using. My friends are buying cars. I'm not married.
Yeah.
My friends even have 2 kids. They are going on 3. I don't know what to do. That person, if that person is a really good person, a good older person, they would explain life to you, and you'd understand that life is not a race.
And I think that's a good point. I think we also need to, as you, to decipher what we see on social media. Just recently, I saw a video of a guy who says that he was on a podcast talking about the fact that when you are 23, at least 23, you should have a serious person you are dating at the age of 23. So you'll be dating for a while. By 27, dear, you have to be settled. You have to make sure you've settled. So that is his norm. That is his, and I mean, you should see the followers he has. That is his perception, that by 23, dear, you should make sure, no matter what.
There are some people who also say by 30, dear.
You know, and I see myself watching this, right? And I see the fact that, imagine I don't have the kind of knowledge I have, right? And imagine I don't know the things that I know. Then you realize that, okay, then I'll be persuaded by all these things I'm listening. Then if at the age of 23, as a woman, I don't have anyone in my life, then it looks like now I'm sort of under pressure to get someone into my life. Whoever comes, I mean, I take it because I've been told and convinced. And they'll give you all kinds of examples that prove that, see, you need
that
to...
theory is the best.
You understand? And I feel like that is so wrong. for us to put that out there, because there is nothing like an age for something. I don't know if you believe, if you agree.
I totally agree with you. And opinions are like noses, they say.
Yeah.
Everybody's got one. So you can have your opinion. It's up to me to say that I'm going to take your opinion into consideration.
Yeah.
So if I have my phone and I'm scrolling through some social media page and I see your post and you're talking about be married and have 2 kids by 23, I'll scroll past.
Yeah.
Because that's your opinion. You are entitled to it.
Yeah.
If I am not aware of who I am,
Yeah.
then I would stay on that page,
Yeah.
drown myself in that page, be pressured by that page,
Yeah.
and then start to look for somebody to give birth with.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I'm getting to that point.
Exactly. But because I will learn here on this podcast that you don't allow social pressure to get to you. I would see that post and pass, go to something else that will give value to my life. And then I'll be okay.
And also, not to catch, and also people need to understand that we all have different paths. I mean, most marriage counselors or most counselors will tell you that even when it comes to the point for a successful marriage, there isn't one thing. Okay, there isn't this path that everybody does. The marriage works. What will work for you might not work for me.
Exactly.
What will work for me might not work for you. So everybody has a path that he or she. I remember when I completed national service, all my friends had jobs, okay, and I was very good. I mean, I was very good with my job because I knew that, I need a job after that. So I was working, I was doing everything I was supposed to do, out of office, in the office. After national service, I didn't get a job. All my friends got jobs. And they'll call you sometimes and ask you, "Oh, Charlie,
that we had the same boats. I also didn't have any job after national service.
And I said, "Oh yeah, are they house?" And they were working. "Oh, try this. Oh, try. I'll buy you. Why? What is happening?" And I was giving myself unnecessary pressure, not because I felt like I wasn't doing much, but because I felt like all my friends around me had gotten better jobs doing, and I had no job doing. But today the story is different. Whatever job they had, before that, today the story is different.
That's because you gave it time. You were patient enough.
Exactly. So I came to realize that we all have different paths. You got job right after national service. Others got married once. I've always wanted my first person I date to be the first person that I marry.
Some of us always wanted that, but we didn't get it like that.
Exactly. So everyone has his or her own path to take, and we need to understand that, and we need to know that your path is different from my path. Where I'm going to, after I've discovered who I am, where I'm going to, the path that I'm taking is different from your path that you're taking.
Exactly. It is. And a lot of people don't know that. They are not aware of that. They are busily looking at other people's paths and how they got there. Not even how they got there, their end results, and comparing it to their now situation. I just finished school and my friend got married, or my friend bought a CRV, then I should also buy one by hook or crook, even if it means going to give myself, my body to men or something. I'm going to do it. Everybody's opening a restaurant now, so I also need to open one ASAP. But no, everybody's path is different, like you rightfully said. And if you are in tune with yourself, you will know this and know peace for yourself, that I don't need to rush through life. It will surely get to my turn, and I will be happy when it's my turn. For now, let me be happy for others who have reached where they are. And then I feel like you'll be fulfilled when you live that kind of life.
That's a very good point. And so one thing worth noting for our listeners is the fact that self-discovery gets you to know that I have a different path. You have a different path. We all have our own race that we have to run. Your race is different from my race. I can't come and use your formula.
It won't work for me.
It won't work for me. You have your formula and I have my formula. I need to run my race. Whatever, God has destined for me, or whatever the purpose of God for me is different from yours. And so I need to run my race, you need to run your race. I can't look at you and want to be like you.
But if you are running a race and I look at you, I'll fall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody's running in this direction.
Yeah, in different lanes.
In different lanes for that matter. And I tend to look at you.
Yeah.
So you need to be focused on you.
Yeah.
And where you are headed in life.
Yeah.
And every good thing that's meant for you will also fall in line like that.
Will surely come to you.
Yeah.
That also, again, tends to also makes us understand that when it even comes to, I mean, I'm dwelling so much on marriage because for whatever reason, our youth, we are so fixated on marriage and relationship.
It's true.
And it's one of the things that is leading most of us to do most of the things that we are doing. It's worth noting that no one should cap. One thing that I disagree with is when I hear people say, by this age, I need to get married.
If you
people see that as faith. Yes, people see that as, okay, this is the age that I need to get married. This is the age I need to get this. They see this as faith, and so they would work towards it. Or in other words, whatever comes their way within that time, I need to take it. Because I've said, I want this by this time.
But that's you limiting God. Probably God doesn't want that for you at that time.
Yeah.
Before I realized that I need to let go and let God be in control of my life, I always wanted to be married by 25 and finish giving birth at 27. Does that even make sense? Finish giving birth at 27.
Finish giving birth. So
and enjoy life.
And how many children did you?
I was planning on having 3. How that have even happened?
Well, maybe it's possible.
You see, but I actually got married at 27.
Okay.
And I know somebody who got married at 22.
Yeah.
And I was happy for her when my brother married her. I was happy for her. She was 22 when my brother came for her. Okay. And now she has 3 kids.
Okay.
You see, so if you allow yourself to let these social pressures get to you, you will even miss out on the will of God.
Yeah.
And God's perfect will for my life was get married at 27. Live your life after that.
Yeah.
And I was busy. At 25, I was sobbing in depression.
Oh.
That I wasn't yet married. Nobody's going to like me and all that. And I met my husband at 26. And because he was head over heels. I'm like, what are you seeing?
Oh.
because I'm not even seeing anything in me. So what are you seeing in me that makes you feel like I can be your life partner? And that's when I realized that no, you've wasted all your life crying over nothing. If you just spend time with the word of God and his plans for your life, there are certain things you won't even bother your head over them. You just leave it to God and know that his will has to just be. That's
very amazing. So that means that the will of God, we also need to, it's not what I want.
It's all God.
It's what God wants.
Yes, you can want it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, God will do what he likes.
Yeah. And you realize that when God gives you that, what he has determined for you, as compared to when you're forced to give yourself what you want, you realize that the difference is that yes, when God gives it to you, it's peaceful and it's so perfect. But if you force, because like for instance, you wanted to get married at 25, so you force and do everything 25, some crazy guy comes in like, no, I said 25, so I need to just take him. You're willing to have had peace.
Yeah.
That's amazing, Donna. Thank you so much for sharing this insightful, revelations to us. This is amazing. Viewers, thank you for joining us on this episode. I had my amazing guest, Donna, share her views with us. Donna, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you everyone for watching. Please remember to follow us on our social media pages. Please subscribe, and we'll see you on our next episode. Thank you.